Amy here with Crafty Home, and today is Tag Thursday. You may not have known that I do Tag Thursday, but I do try to post a tag on Thursdays. I think they're fun, and until that begins to get boring, I'll just continue to do it. So today I was not tagged by anybody. I have no more tags that I've been tagged in, although if you're out there and you want to tag me in something, then do it. Because I like, you know, being tagged. It's fun. But anyway, this one is The Secret Life of a YouTuber, or some people have changed the name to Booktuber, but it's basic same questions. So I thought that would be fun, something a little different than the normal, and let's get started. So question number, well, they're not numbered on here, so I'm not going to say which number they are. First question. How long have you been on YouTube? So I started YouTube with my first, well, I mean, I've been watching a long time, but I started YouTube with my first video on February, I don't remember the exact date, February of 2013. So a little over 2 years. Unfortunately, I didn't take a look back to see when exactly I had started until just like right after, like the beginning of March, I think it was, which is like mid-March now, so it wasn't that long ago. But anyway, it was like too late to do a 2-year big whoop-de-doo, so yeah. I started making videos more consistently within like probably the last 4 or 5, 6 months though, or something like that, so yeah. The next question, at what point do you think you will stop? Everybody answers this the same way, and I'm just going to answer it the same way because it's how I feel, and that's when it stops being fun. When BookTube is not fun anymore. I don't know when that's going to happen. Hopefully not for a very long time. The best thing about YouTube, being a YouTuber, the best thing I would say, especially being that we're part of the BookTube community, is getting to meet people, doing readathons, talking about books, just the community. Bottom line, the community. And I think everybody on BookTube has answered that the exact same way. So the worst thing, and what do you do to make it okay? I don't know that there's really anything bad. Editing sometimes can be a chore, except that I'm just learning and getting better, so it's not so much anymore. Time management is probably the worst thing, but what I've started to do for that, so if you're talking about the community as a whole, there's no problems. I'm just saying for me putting up videos, and time gets in my way a lot, especially with kids and chronic pain issues and such. There's times when I just can't film what I wanted to go up for that day. So what I've been trying to do now is, like, because you know I do Tuesday talks and top 5 Wednesdays, so when those come out at the beginning of the month, I try to sit down and just film them all so I can schedule them out, and then my top 5 Wednesdays as well, and then even tags. I'm trying to get better at sitting down and doing like a whole bunch for a month, and so then that's like 3 days of heavy duty recording and editing, and then that gives me like the main bulk of my content, and then I can just add in reviews and wrap-ups and Friday reads and stuff. So for me, that's kind of made it a bit easier and more manageable to do it that way, because I just can't film as often as I want to upload. Like, you know, I can't just do a video a day or whatever. I can't do that. I don't know if some people do, but I can't. So I'm starting to make that better. How many thumbnail options do you usually take? Well, I used to only take one. I'd set the timer and I would just, well, sometimes, I guess sometimes a few more than that, but for the most part I would just take 1 or 2. And just go with it. But now my husband helps me take my thumbnails when I remember, and he takes them off to the side a little bit so I can put the text not on top of my face, because he thinks that looks better, and I agree with him. I think it looks better too. And so that when he takes those, he just like, it's like the paparazzi. He just pushes the button over and 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 over to try to get like the most authentic smile off me and stuff. I'm horrible at still photos. I mean, talking to you, I can smile because I feel like I'm talking to somebody, despite the fact that I'm staring at a camera. But I feel like I'm talking to somebody, so I can do that. But yeah, still photos, I'm horrible with smiles. I don't know. For those of you who have watched Friends, yes, I've seen every single episode. I watched all of the seasons when I was on bed rest with my first, because my best friend at the time was hugely into Friends and had them all, so that's what I watched. But anyway, so I don't know if you remember the episode where Chandler and Monica are going to get their engagement pictures taken, and he just cannot, like, he tries everybody's tricks, you know, like the whole putting your head down and like then just doing a natural smile and all that stuff. Tries everybody's tricks and it doesn't work. He just looks like a dork. And then Joey gives him the, I think, would tell him to take Benadryl, I think, or something like that beforehand, and told him about the trick about looking down and then just trying to look up natural. And so he did that and he fell asleep. Like, so funny. Anyway, sorry for that tangent. But anyway, yeah, that's me when it comes to, so my husband takes a whole bunch to try to get a good one. That's what that boils down to. All right, next one, YouTuber crush. Well, now that my husband is on YouTube, my husband is my YouTuber crush. He makes tech videos, and well, he's done 2 so far. If you want to check him out, he's Bay Programmer. It's pretty geeky, but he's not actually in the videos. He is doing like a screencast in one. Another one, he's unboxing his new laptop, which is the exact same laptop that I got, because we got, I mean, literally the exact same thing. All the little upgrades and stuff, we did the exact same ones. What are you wearing on your bottom half? Right now I am wearing sweats. I was wearing jeans and was going to film in my jeans today or tonight, but I needed to wash them because I have 2 pairs, and so I have to make sure they get washed, you know, when I've wore them for a couple days, and so yeah, they need washed so that I can wear a pair tomorrow. So I'm wearing sweats, but it usually varies. Usually it's sweats or jeans, just what I'm wearing. Whatever. How long until you actually click record? That doesn't take long for me. I don't script my videos. I do try to think through most tags, not all of them. So I guess it depends on what it is. If it's like a top 5 Wednesday or something where I have to think about it, that takes a bit longer because I have to plan that out. Some reviews I have to plan out. Most of them I don't, but like I have my Mistborn, The Final Empire review to do, and I know that one I'm gonna have to write out because I've already tried it twice and there's just so much to say that I have to have like an outline. So yeah, so at the most that normally takes me like 15 minutes if I do some research and gathering of books beforehand, and then other than that it doesn't take long. I have to move my OT lamp, which is normally behind me, in front of me and shine the light on me. I turn the lights on, I get the kids set up, and then I just pull out my tripod and stick it in front of me. So it doesn't take too long. How do you feel about the YouTube community culture? Well, okay, I'm going to answer this 2 ways. Okay, first, the YouTube culture to me is somewhat fascinating to see what gets lots of subscribers and views. I don't know, some of them I kind of feel, I like some shows, like I like Good Mythical Morning that has a lot of subscribers. There's others, you know, where they're real thoughtful, and I like that. But then you also have those people who are just doing goofy videos with like no real substance, and I've watched them and I've been subscribed to them. Some of them I kind of have to unsubscribe after a while because yeah, they start getting a little maybe too risky, or I don't know the right words. So I don't know. I think it's interesting. And when I think about YouTube in general, I think it's a very interesting dynamic. The fact that, like, we had Netflix for a while and the only time we were using it was for our kids, so we canceled it because we just watched YouTube videos. So I think it's fascinating to think of like the change in entertainment going to more of amateurs and people. I mean, some of those big names, obviously they have more production, but they're still amateurs. It's not like a big production house or something. So I don't know. I think that's kind of fascinating to think about. And sorry, somebody opened the door again. And I think it's fascinating to think about the whole, yeah, just all of that. And the community on regular YouTube, or like when I look at the gaming aspect of YouTube, yeah, some of the comments, kids leave. Like, think before you speak, okay? These are real people behind the camera who are making next to nothing. Even if they're very famous, they're not making a ton, and yeah, just be polite. But the BookTube community, which is where I typically hang out and where I film my videos, I guess, if you want to think of YouTube as communities virtually. I don't know. Anyway, I think that it's great. Everybody is so friendly. I love commenting on people's videos, having people comment on mine, comment back, following people on Twitter. Just the whole community around it is great. Some parts of it I don't like I know that some people do sponsored videos a lot, or some people, you know, are trying to make it a job and maybe not doing it as organically as they could, and that I don't like. I don't like that, and if I start to watch a video that feels very sponsored and rehearsed, then I normally don't watch it, if that makes sense. I don't like that. But as a whole, I love it, the BookTube community. Next is, I think this is the, oh, no, not the last one. Well, kind of. What's your secret to a successful YouTube channel? Well, it depends on how you define successful. If you define successful by lots of subscribers, I do not have that. So I couldn't tell you. But I choose to define successful as meaning that I am getting out of it what I want to get out of it, which I am. And the secret to that, I believe, is posting consistently and interacting with others. When you are genuine and you're yourself, and you just post content that you like to make and you're proud of, and then you interact with other people, then that's success in my book. So yeah, just being yourself and being consistent, I would say, and interacting. Those are the three things. So yeah, who do I tag is the last question, and I'm not actually going to tag anybody. This one's been going around a lot, and I know that a lot of people have done it. So if you haven't done it, and I mean this very sincerely, if you haven't done it, tag your it. If you do this video because you watched mine, then I'd love for you to link it down below, or if you've already done it, link it down below. I'd love to watch it. And until next time, I'll chat with y'all later. Bye.